One Love of Wellness. Love plus art equals wellness. Heart Happy Hour. Season 9 premiere. From the water park that it started at, the water port that it started at. I think one of my seasons started here, not the first season because I was in DC mostly then, but I think it was season 4. All right, I'll show you more later. One Love of Wellness family, just wanted to check in with you. A minute ago, I did a whole show and the volume was gone. It was like, what the what? So I thought I'd try it again, go at it again, and see what happens. Hopefully, you can hear me this time. So, season 9 is beginning because, for Heart Happy Hour, it started when I was in grief about my father. And it came over me, the Spirit led me to begin a podcast of Heart Happy Hour where I was healing my heart, going through grief, healing my heart. And a lot of times I would go next to the water. And I don't know why it won't go any further. It keeps, let's see, there we go. I have a poem I'd like to read today. This was from February 2nd, 2022. It's called Fantasy Tale. It's called The Fantasy Tale by Fairly Godmother. And at that point, I was calling myself Fairly Godmother. I'm also Precious Mother Love, but one of my manifestations came through as she. And so this is the poem. Hopefully I can read it. It was a meditation type of thing. It was a meditation that I did to some music previously. So let's see, I could get some music in the background and put it softly. Let's see here. One Love and Wellness family, love plus art equals wellness. I am Precious Mother Love. You're listening to Heart Happy Hour Season 9, the music of Nat Love, also known as Lonnie Beats, also known as the brother from my same mother. He does the audio engineering, he's the author, blah, 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 all those good kudos. Hey, hey, hey. Here we go. Fantasy Tale. As you breathe in through your nose, you feel the breeze down to your toes. Your belly is full and you hold it a sec and then release all the stale as you exhale. The toxins and the bad vibes. As you blow, you see colors. Colors streaming by that swirls as you are energized and it glows. Watch the air flow. These colors, they lead you to and rise into the form of an arrow to a fork in the road. Feel the appeal of the destiny pulling you to its side as you carefully pick your path. One is your most fantastic dream, and the other is your ultimate and the utmost joy supreme. And unrestricted access. They both look promising, but one has an arrow pointing, saying, start here first. Saying, start here first. And you happily skipping and smiling from ear to ear. Ooh, did I miss the whole train? I missed the train. There it is. I ain't miss it. You happily skipping and smiling from ear to ear, seeing happy people as you look and they're glanced here and then there. And it seems like they know you and joy is in the air as you get close to the main person in charge. You look to see you're the boss. with lots of trophies and awards for your big ideas. Your brand and your beautiful picture hanging on the wall. Now, take a deep breath and we rewind back to the split, the fork, just before you pick this path. You see a familiar road, and where the road splits, there's another chance to choose the other side. Down the road you glide, and the joy is too much to hide. The butterflies are flying through and from, and an arrow pointing you to head right into the newest you. Your clothes are appropriate. The smile is contagious. The energy is amazing. This is the happiest you've ever been. The muscles in your face are fixed in a telltale grin. The smile is outside and within. It's familiar and it's brand new and reminds you of the authentic you, the real you. Let me turn that down. The real you is coming through, and you step back on the road of life, and bang, zoom, you are back at the fork in the path as you laugh from the joy of your truth. You realize there is another path, and it's hidden behind the sign. And this path is divine. It smells delicious, and it's all you've ever wanted and could fathom in your mind. You pick the path where time moves fast and your wish is at your command. Those things appear as clear and without fear as you think it. All the universe lines up to behold whatever whatever good seeds you've sown. From birth on this earth to where you stand, the cream of your crop pops up ripe and ready until you select which energy ranks at your top. The garden is glowing, a golden halo, energized and feeding your flow. You are connecting all the dots. Your market value is through the roof, and now you have the evidence and the proof that you are in charge of your days, your time. You do what you want and have to do, and what you have to do to keep the dream true, alive and returning. Oh, let's see. Hey, that's my song right there. Keep the dream alive. And you return to the pages of today's truth and step up to the line. In the bowling alley arcade, kind of pinball alley booth, as you see straight out from here, it's almost like an alley. It's almost like bowling. Pinball alley booth with your magnetized magic ball. And you aim the bow and bowl this glowing ball up the lane and to its perfect strike as it tags all your likes and picks your peaks at your prime all through your life. All through your life. Oh, well, we've got company. So I think I'll end this and go ahead and make the rest of this video another time. One Love and Wellness. Oh, he's driving off. It's not like we're doing anything. I hope he's driving off. Well, live and direct, he's driving off. All right, so the essence of your truth grows into the new beautiful view. The sky is clear, there is no fear, there is only the proof. The universe is adding all to that ball as it grows and rolls and bows and goes gathering all of your fruits of your labors and winners of your points and your truths. Ashe. That was a long one. Ashe, Ashe. Thank you for joining me, precious mother love. I think it's going to be a good idea for me to be as quick as possible about this because they may decide to double back. Okay, so there's something being said on the screen. Let me see that. But let me also go back to my notes so that I can remember what I'm supposed to be sharing with you guys today. So it says, what do you want me to see? You like? You, there's nothing here. Oh, I don't know. I thought it was I thought you could see the, it won't go but so close. Yeah, I won't go but so close. But anyway, Ashe, Asheo. Um, Welcome to Heart Happy Hour Season 9. Oh my goodness. It has been a beautiful ride for these years of me coming into the heart that's happy. I have a happy heart at this moment. I'm walking around with a heart, a smile filled with the real, the authentic happiness that I could be in right now. I am. I have to calm myself down sometimes. You heard that? I took myself way down there, like, let's chill. So, but one love and wellness. Love plus art equals wellness. I have been living an artful life. I continue to do all the things of my artistry, share them with others, young and old. I've had youth classes, I've had senior classes, I've had classes to teach wire, I've had classes where I taught, or we did, vision boards. I have a book called The 5 Words of Supernatural Wellness. Expect that to be on deck very, very shortly. I have completed it, and it feels like it's time to now slide that into effect. It's been actually created in 2018 when Love Plus Art was Wellness. I started it, but I tweaked it and tweaked it and tweaked it until now it is what it is. So Heart Happy Hour is a time when I wanted to share what helped make me happy. So I get on and I share little things that made me feel like for instance, the dog days of summer. I actually had a dog day today. I woke up with, right next to where you could look out and see a dog park. And this is a dog park of dogs that are traveling. And, they're with their travelers, so to speak. And so I woke up to look at, the big dogs, let's say a St. Bernard, a Greyhound, a Doberman, Rockwallers. Those are all big dogs, but they all have different energies, different demeanors, different, but they're all loyal. The dogs that I saw a video today and I shared it on my page. It was about military dogs, German Shepherds, they have police dogs as well, but military dogs jumping out of airplanes, running into battle. These military dogs are loyal. Makes me think about, and this is what I spoke about on my last one that didn't, I deleted it, but my last episode I was likening, what's that, Stockholm syndrome to what happens with a dog. I mean, let the dog choose you, and then I don't know, is that how it goes? Can you do that? I think there are people that do that where you can go and the dog can choose you. So the dogs, they live in the moment. It is said that a day in a dog's life, for instance, if they're 7 years to our 1 year, 1 week is 7 weeks for them. Is that how that goes? Is that how it goes? Yeah, yeah. Every week would be like 7 weeks for them. So every second, every moment, every instant, so they're in the moment kind of animals. There's that's what I'm getting. That's what I've been seeing come across my screen, and it resonates with me. It resonates with me that they would be like the time on certain planets goes. I talked about what is that? Not multi-terrestrial, not ultra-terrestrial, which I did talk about those before, but uh, what's the time? How do you say time? Not Horus. Polychronic. That's what it is. Polychronic. So we live in a place, in a stage, in a phase where there's so many clocks going on around us. Like the sun moves at one time pace, the moon moves at one time, another time pace, Earth moves at another time pace. All of them have their own speeds. Like right now, Mercury is in retrograde or just beginning the well, like you could feel it coming up to the point of being like you could feel Mercury stop slowing down. That's what I feel. Mercury is my planet. I'm a Virgo. So Mercury being my planet, I feel when things are getting out of sync relative to the communications, the electronics, but it also, timings, um, you know, applying it when it's time to review things. And right now, I would do my dot my I's and cross my T's as much as possible. But being a meticulous Virgo, I probably would get bogged down in the details of it. But anyway, Heart Happy Hour season 9, guys. We started back in 2018 when my pops passed, and it has come a long ways for me to get to the place of feeling this amount of happiness. I have gotten to a place where I have retired. Retire, wheel, new wheels, new wheels, new wheels to wheel um, for my house, my household, for my next phase or stage or place or um, whatever this next stage of life is after you separate from. It's like, okay, I consider the fact that if you have and this is, I've lived on a budget the majority of my life. So being the person that now gets a set amount per month to budget, I see it kind of, I can be artistic with it. They have these, that, and the other as far as programs that help, but they also have, bartering. There's a number of ways that I can see, new ways that I'm just going to expand on in my life. So I hope you heard my poem. That poem was also a meditation. That meditation kind of describes the place that I'm in life right now. As I said, that poem was written on 2/2/22. It was written in 2022 during, our pandemic timing. It just towards I guess, the beginning of the tail end kind of timing. But I also wanted to share with you, because, okay, so this white sun that we're seeing now, we talked about the black sun, the white sun, the brown dwarfs, Sirius, A, B, and C. One of them is a brown dwarf, and I believe what they have said is what I am resonating with is that one of them is I think the sun is an offspring of one of them or something like that. So the yellowish sun that we had heretofore, you see me with my yellow sunglasses on, is not the white sun that we're seeing now. So we're some kind of way. I'm getting the impression that the newness of what's going on with the sun, it could very well be the energy, the it's been turned up. It's no longer yellow. You get spectrums of light through various frequencies, and I'm seeing that the white light is the frequency. It's a hotter. It's a more hot frequency. It's more of a white light, and that's what I've been noticing. But the dog days of summer comes every year. You know, we have canine teeth, right? So we is there, does that mean we're some part canine? You know, man's best friend, I talked about him a minute ago. You know, it's the Canis major and Canis minor. You know, the dog days of summer, because our sun is some kind of way. You know how the stars are are glowing because of the reflection of the sun's, or one of the sun's energy reflecting on it. So at this point, our sun is connecting with, I believe, that how that energy can be amped up is now they have aligned to where they are increasing each other's, like they're amplifying each other to whatever extended degree. You know, it also lines up with, you know, during the dog days of summer is when certain rituals are done in the other in countries that the Dogons are in, and I'm not sure if there is a specific country because they've now got a number of different schools that they have expanded to throughout the globe in certain areas. To, you know, they're allowing people. I know there's one in D.C. now that they have a group of people that are calling themselves Dogons that are training folks. You know, not all melanated. You know, so, but it says, hello, what do you want me to see? Like, I see nothing. Oh, there, that's okay. Sorry. Uh, sorry, Dustin, if you didn't see anything. I was hoping you would have seen the shoreline. And Tessima. Hi, how are you, darling? Good to see you. Wonderful, wonderful. July 1st, 2026. Um, I'm on the outskirts of the DMV area. I'm in the M part of it. I'm in Maryland. And I just wanted to come back and speak on, so, you know, a few things that I thought were okay, dismiss, of good to take notice of. You know, every year, you know, only the strong will survive. You know, there's a time of the year, every year, where we're tested by the heat, by the cold, by the rains, the winds. You know, the heat can begin those fires. It can be put to good use or not good use, you know, because I've seen where they burn certain crops or they burn certain fields to, for whatever reasons that they find that beneficial. I'm not a farmer. I don't know that part. But so, you know, just to say that there are good and bad of all of our seasons, of all of our, um, not to say weather patterns, because Mother Nature has her intention, and she gets upset and she gets very emotional, and her waterways may become very wavy. Her energy may become, you know, the energy and motion of her waves may reflect, you know, a higher intensity for various reasons, you know, some other atmospheric, energetic interjections. Anyway, one love and wellness, love plus art equals wellness. The dog days of summer are upon us, you guys. Make sure you hydrate. That's the first word in my 5 words of supernatural wellness, to hydrate in many ways, whether it's swimming, whether it's drinking, whether it's, you know, sipping, steaming, um, spraying yourself with a spritzer, you know, eating some fresh, juicy, delicious fruit. And then that would begin the process into the cleanse, which is the very next word. But hydrate, cleanse, also includes detox. Cleansing includes, you know, eating clean food. Also includes being able to clear your thoughts, detox your life. You know, clean your car. You know, these are things that help you. You know, as you organize your thoughts, as you organize and clear the clutter. You know, you're clearing the way for the new transmissions, for the new things, for the new energies to you make way for them through your byways. So now is so it's hydrate, cleanse or detox. Set it and forget it and flow. Those are the four. There's one in the middle that I seem to be, it seems to be slipping, but I'm going to just say that I haven't committed something to the memory part of the middle, and I feel kind of foreign to it at the moment. And let me just fluff myself back up just to say that may give you a good reason to read the book, because it's all about me learning the science of self and realizing how to best be happy with myself, to be happy with my happy. I'm just a bundle of, what did he call me? A bundle of love joy is what I've been called before. And I will be, I'm loving myself even more every day. I'm being more intentional about what I eat, what I say, what I wear. And it's made me being able to retire, has made me being able to make more choices out of the choices in life for just related to me. So thanks guys for hanging in there with me. I thought I could stir it back up. I know it's here and written in writing because I wrote some things in this book back in the day. Oh, I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna say it and it's gonna come out just right. Just right. And I had an acronym that I had been remembering, but it's been too long for me to go back and just stir it up. Heart Happy Hour, Season 9. This is the way I start my season. Oh, goodness. Reality. Here we go. Here we go. It's got to be there. It's not. It's just the acronym for it. Anyway, guys, I love you for hanging in there. Whomever is still here with me, hanging on the edge of your seat for me to find that word in the middle. Set it and forget it, and flow is the last two. And is it here? Because I know I was writing a lot of stuff here. I can't even read so good right now. But let's just say the supernatural part of my holistic life is even more. I walk in the gateway, so that's why I can't even read right now. I see words on the page, but I'm in such a fuzzy place that the pixels are different. And I just want to be honest that I'd be more able to talk to you than I would be able to read to you at this point. But one love and wellness, love plus art equals wellness. Let's listen to another song on our way out by Lonnie Beats, Nat Turner. I mean Nat Love, the brother from the same mother. Heart Happy Hour, Season 9. And I'm going to leave this up because this is a lesson for me to remember my own I'm going to come back and tell you more about it. Matter of fact, I'm going to have a cover up on the page with me. Hydrate, cleanse, or detox. Energize. No. Man, that's a crazy time for me at this point. And this is something that I've been going through recently in life. I've been having brain farts like a mug. So I got to do something about that, because I'm not getting up on stage until I can make sure I don't have no more brain farts. I had one on stage recently. I had one on stage. So Heart Happy Hour, Season 9, Precious Mother Love, over and out.